Hello, you guys. It's Jalen Martinez, aka the Suburban Grower, and I'm pissed today, to say the very least. So, the purpose of this video today was to show you something that I least expected. So, of course, I did a video in the past of our saguaro cactus, and it's very sunny, as you can see right here on the side. Right here by the house. So I just put them in pots, and I put the other one. Let me just show you guys so you can kind of feel why I'm a little pissed off, man. I'm gonna get to it, but just follow me for a second. So right here where you can see the grass burnt up a little bit right here, that's where I had the pot. So now that you guys know kind of the surroundings, let me tell you what happened. So some savage ass creature ate my saguaro cactus. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know what it was. I don't know how or why. Look at the root structure though. You know what I'm saying? So it was doing extremely well. All of this little, excuse me, all of the little wood chips are just some mulch that I'm adding around, but just look at that, man. You can't make this up. So, nevertheless, I have to find a way to either elevate them or keep them inside altogether. But you know, guys, I always laugh and joke and say that I don't have any pests, but it's always the ones you least expect. But nevertheless, since I'm out here, I'm just gonna do a walkthrough of the front to just really show you all where everything is at. So she's been popular this year because of course she has fruit. So I've really been showing my fig tree off, you know, if you will, and she's doing well. Finally taller than me. Like, look at that. Well, just to show the comparison. Yeah, almost. Well, yeah, taller than me. That's insane. So that's that. The pear tree is getting ready to drop its leaves. In my opinion, it's a little early, but this year has been weird. Last year was super weird. So, you know, nothing surprises me, but really more so trying to go ahead and get this soil composition right. I just mulched it over real good so that over the wintertime, all of that stuff will break down and really feed the soil, which will then feed the root system, and we'll just kind of go from there. So my potted plants are doing phenomenal. Meyer lemon, looking great. Can't wait to taste these lemons. Some of the best lemons ever. Carolina's doing wonderful. She dropped one or two fruit. It was a smaller one that was hanging here. But overall, everything is really doing well. My older fruit sets are hanging tough and they look really good. So, my apples. You guys, this is like my miracle story, man, because this bad girl is tall. I mean, really tall. But same thing. I went ahead and put some Miracle-Gro soil down, came back and put some mulch over the top, and all I really wanted to do was really more or less just make sure that next year we're ready to roll, because I have yet to taste any Dorset Golden apples, and like I told you guys, they grow straight up. So I haven't had a chance to do any pruning, but as you can see, we got some limbs growing straight up into the middle, and obviously that's a no-no. So Hey, how you doing? All right. Great, great. So then we have the Anna apple tree, and it's really a go-getter, man. Last year she didn't drop any leaves. I'm sorry, she didn't drop all of her leaves until this polar vortex or whatever we call it nowadays. But same thing, dropping some leaves a little early, which is no problem. And I kind of expect that because this tree gets 12 plus hours of sun every single day. Like I said, the sun comes up over here and sets down that way, so she's exposed to the sun all day, every day. So I definitely want to make sure that I get her in and anchored and make sure she's doing well. Now, this is something that I just did because, so like the way that my yard is, let me come on down a little bit. My yard goes on an incline, so obviously the tree was leaning this way. So what I decided to do was go ahead and stake it up and make sure that it stays in an upright position. Now, one thing like I said before, I'm always gonna stop and talk about the Anna apple tree because she is such a fast grower. And something that I like to do, obviously, is paint my trees to make sure that they're not ate up by the sun. But look at these striations in the paint. That means she is getting wider. So really growing. I mean, really, really growing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this on here until I feel like she can stand on her own, which who knows, maybe this time next year. And we'll just kind of go from there. Moving right along. I'm always excited to show you guys everything. Oh, by the way, look at these beautiful roses, man. All of them are coming out so nicely. So again, we have our Washington navel orange and taking off. I mean, just doing well. It's like anything that I put in the ground, anything that I touch just goes absolutely nuts. I love it. So that's that. Now, I told you guys that peach trees grow extremely fast. Now, like I told you, if I'm being totally honest, I bought this as a Scarlet Beauty nectarine, if I'm not mistaken. But when I read about it, it said that there's no such thing as a Scarlet Beauty nectarine. So we're just gonna have to really wait and see what this is, honestly. But what I wanted to highlight more so than anything is, now I'm standing as level as I can. Ta-da. I mean, and I have this right here on the side of the yard. And the reason being is because I kind of wanted a little bit more of an aesthetic on this side of the house, because as you can see over here, the citrus are kind of back there. And I had this little awkward space where I had planted an apple tree before and it died, unfortunately. It was an Einsheimer apple, but it didn't do well right here. It kind of got baked in the sun. So I was like, well, I need to find something that don't mind 12 plus hours of sun. And that's how we got here. But what I really wanted to show you guys, if you're looking for any type of tree that grows fast and you're just trying to cover up an area, look here. Same thing. I painted over the bark and it has stretched all of that paint out. So, and I can't make this up. You guys can go back and look at the videos from about April or May. This tree started off this tall this year. I have no reason to lie. The proof is in the pudding. Go back and watch the videos. I'm telling you, it was about 3.5, 4 feet tall. And now standing on level ground, I'm looking up to this tree. Just so you, I'm not putting the camera up. I'm just turning it right around. So this tree is very tall. I suspect by next year, it'll probably be, goodness gracious, probably about 15 tall and 7 or 8 wide. So we're just gonna have to hold on and see. Here's my Tangelo. And this fruit, you guys, is just absolutely amazing. But this is really one of the trees outside of Carolina that I really kind of adore. And the reason why I say that is simply because the trees that I get small and watch them grow, it does something to my heart. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. It's really amazing. I mean, she's just going crazy. So it is on a goodness gracious, I can't talk all of a sudden. It's on a trifoliate rootstock, and the way that I found this out is one of the suckers started growing off of the rootstock. So it has really, really good cold hardiness. So not that it'll be outside if it gets down below probably below 30, I'll bring it in, but it's good. It's good. So if we have a snap freeze overnight, it will survive and it will do fine. I know I haven't really been updating the growing from seed. I cannot talk right now. I have not been updating the trees growing from seed, but I wanted to show you all this. This is a lemon seed that I put in here, and I'm trying to show you guys so I can differentiate between the two. Look at that. I mean, it is just growing wild. Like, I don't know what's going on, but that just kind of shows you. Last time I checked, lemon trees don't grow that much in one season, and that's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of growth. So again, I credit it to the soil composition. Now, you guys, a lot of people ask me what I use is, so for those of you who don't know, I have a snake, and every single time I change out the bedding, I use aspen wood chips. So as you can see over here on the Anna apple over here, all I do is take that aspen, dump it, then I take some Miracle-Gro potting soil because it's already conditioned, so that conditions the soil even further. Then I go ahead and put my compost out here, and I put my Jobe's organic spikes out here, and that way it's organic. I can fertilize year round, because a lot of people always want to fertilize in the summer and in the spring, but when it really all boils down to it, like I tell you guys, these trees have to eat often at that. So like even in the wintertime, people always say that it'll make the trees come out of dormancy early. No, because here's the deal. When those trees are dormant, they're still alive. They still need nutrients. And believe it or not, the nutrients that you put in the soil in the wintertime are the nutrients that benefit them the most, because those are the nutrients that are going to be around when those flowers come on, all of that new growth. So you have to make sure that you keep your trees well fed even throughout the wintertime, and I'll gladly demonstrate that later on this year. So, oh wow. So this is new to me, but I'm gonna show it to you all as well. So I'm over here by my Morel blood orange, and we got another flower coming in here now. I don't know if it'll actually come through and flower or not, or meaning fruit and hold it. But again, you guys, my trees are just like boosting me up, man, because I'm telling you, I'm trying to explain to you guys how well the soil composition is after having poor soil quality. And man, it is absolutely great. You really can't beat it. But that's that. But this is really what I wanted to show you all. My blood oranges are starting to ripen a little early. I still won't take them off to most likely Thanksgiving or so, whenever it starts cooling down. and just really try to go from there. But they look absolutely amazing. I mean, that little yellow hue on them, they look great, man. So I cannot wait to taste these Morrow Blood oranges and really kind of see whether or not this is going to be a fruit that I'm able to eat more so, or if it's going to end up turning into a juicing orange. So with that being said, I have the Awari Satsuma, and you guys, she's starting to yellow up as well. And I'm really just trying to see more or less whether or not this tree is going to go ahead and bounce back for us and kind of harden off before the winter, because I'm starting to see some new growth here, and she's really just coming along. Oh my goodness, those are more flowers. Man, I rest my case. I rest my case. Look at here. Now this tree looks horrible, but those are flowers here. So even being baked in the sun all year, this tree is yet holding on. And like I said, the reason why I say that she looks horrible, I'm an aesthetics type person. So when I see the leaves looking like this, kind of yellow, crumbly, I'm just like, oh my goodness. But doing really well. Here's the Meyer lemon tree bush, and again, doing extremely well. Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely glad. I'm proud of the work that we put in. It costs a lot of money, but it's all worth it, man, because first and foremost, you're contributing to the environment. Our trees produce oxygen, you know, not to mention they're absolutely beautiful out here in the yard, because if you're really not looking too closely, you don't even know what kind of trees these are. Now the peach is a dead giveaway, or whatever this is, but the apples, nobody really knows, you know. So it's just absolutely amazing, you guys. So I had to go ahead and show you all everything so I wouldn't be so torn apart about what happened to my cactus. But I thought about going ahead and taking it and throwing it away, but I was like, you know, it's not dead. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint over it, paint over that wound, and make sure that it's okay and it won't die. So, but it is what it is, you guys. And I'm sure a lot of people have lost a lot more than a baby saguaro cactus. Now I would have been horrified if this would have been 3, 4, 5 years in, but as bad as this is to say, I'd rather it happen now than a few years down the road. So my other saguaros, I'm going to go ahead and take those in the house and make sure that they're not the next victim. So whenever I order my next one from Etsy, I'll make sure that I show you guys. And this time I'm going to go ahead and get one that's a little bit more mature, and take it upstairs and put it in the windowsill and forget about it. So you guys have a blessed one. Thanks for viewing. For those of you who are watching for the first time, please like, comment, and subscribe. We would love to have you as a part of the family, and you guys have a blessed one.